Hello and welcome to my channel, Travel Guide by Jasmine. My name is Jasmine, and in today's video, we will discuss travel tips for diabetics. Now, I watch a lot of YouTube videos, and I've noticed that most of the videos regarding traveling involves what to wear to the airport, what to wear on an airplane, where to sit at the airport, or to sit in the airplane. I really have not seen any videos geared towards travelers with medical diagnoses, so I decided to create my own. Now, I'm not a medical doctor, I am a nurse. I have my bachelor's degree in nursing, and just the FYI disclaimer. So the first item, I think, if you have any kind of diagnoses, is getting a medical alert bracelet or medical alert necklace. Now, I think that the ones with the QR codes are much better. You can go to Amazon.com and see a list of different bracelets and necklaces available. I do suggest to also go to dynotag.com. That's DYNOTAG.com. And another one, it is universalmedicaldata.com. And they have options to where you can either buy necklaces or bracelets as well as cards with a QR code. And make sure if you do decide to purchase one of these, you enter as much information as possible. So if there's an option to enter, let's say, an advance directive, a code status, power of attorney, living will, of course, your blood type, any allergies, the list of all your medications, the list of all your doctors, and emergency contacts. You want it to be as complete and full as possible. Just in case something does happen to you while you're away, that the doctors and medical professionals can actually take care of you the best way possible. The next tip is to make sure, if you possibly can, to pack double the amount of supplies you think you need. Just a short story time. My dad had once went to visit family in a different state, and we only made sure he had enough medication for that visit. And he ended up staying a little bit longer because he ended up getting sick there. So he was in the hospital for about a week. He was discharged from the hospital, but he didn't have any more medication left. So we had to make sure that he was, as soon as he discharged the day after, that he flew right back home. So just always make sure you have more medications than you need. Anything can happen where a flight can be diverted, something happens at the airport, anything can happen even regarding the weather, where they can get really crazy and you're stuck somewhere much longer than you're supposed to be. So just always have backup medications just in case for emergencies. When you're traveling, always make sure you keep your diabetic medications in your personal bag. And the personal bag, it's a bag that goes under the seat in front of you. And the reason why I say put it there and not your carry-on bag is because sometimes if you are boarding a plane later, then they run out of overhead bin space. So your carry-on bag will have to be checked. So which is why I always suggest whatever is in your personal bag is what's the most important to you. So keep all your medications, the list of medications, and your phone, your passport, your license, your cash, everything that's really important to you must be in your personal bag. Next, make sure you carry fast-acting sugar sources like glucose tablets or hard candies, and also have snacks with you. Now, I do suggest to bring your own Tupperware with utensils, and here's one of mine. Now, here's this Tupperware container I either bought from TJ Maxx or Marshall's, and it has the utensil on top. Like this. And I love how the lid locks in. So these little tabs here locks the lid on. So just in case something happens where I'm moving really fast and this drops, all the food in it won't come out. Also, if you are bringing food with you in your hotel room and let's say you keep your food in the fridge and this falls out, it won't spill out on the floor or carpeting. Another important tip is to stay hydrated when flying. So it's always important to bring a reusable water bottle with you while you're either on the plane, in the airport, or just sightseeing. Now, I prefer the bottles with the screw top because just in case this drops with this screw top on, because I don't have a straw on top, the straw won't get broken in the process of being dropped on the floor or the ground somewhere, as well as it just keeps the water secure without having any kind of debris getting in. Research local medical facilities and pharmacies in your area. So let's say you're staying in a hotel or hostel or Airbnb. Whenever you go to Google Maps, you can search medical facilities or pharmacies just to see what's near you, just in case something happens where your medications are lost or stolen. This is an important tip. If you are crossing time zones, consult your healthcare provider about adjusting your medications. So let's say if you're going from maybe 2 to 3 hours time zone difference, that's not a big change. But for example, you're going from Panama City, Panama to Dubai, UAE. That's a much bigger time zone change. So I suggest to just get with all of your doctors to confirm how do you adjust your medication prior to getting to that destination, and then vice versa. How do you reverse your medication adjustments until you get back home? Also, think about whenever you are traveling, whenever you are scheduling your itinerary, that the itinerary, whatever on your to do list, doesn't interfere with you taking your medication or checking your glucose levels. So, let's say, for example, you are traveling solo and you're planning on doing a scuba diving trip. Make sure that with that time frame you will be scuba diving won't get in the way of you checking your glucose levels or taking your insulin if need be. And one last tip, make sure you inform the airlines of your meal accommodations. So, again, let's say you're flying from Panama to Dubai and you happen to be flying Emirates Airlines. So, Emirates, their app allows you to choose your meal plans whenever you are flying back and forth. So, let's say you want to make sure you don't have certain items in your plate, like anything made of pork or meat, whatever your preferences are for your meal, make sure you have that set up way in advance. And then once you do end up flying, they actually will give you your little plate or your meal with your name on it. So you'll have all of your pre planned meal accommodations already set up before the plane actually takes off. And that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, please like and subscribe. Also, the description box will have a link to the free download as well as other courses I've created. And don't forget to add your 2 cents and comments below. Until next time, happy travels.